Everybody, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, where were we? What did I ask?
What about page number 19?
What book? Student's book, right? Yes.
Yes.
Did you learn the theory that I taught you yesterday? Today we are going to do the pay, right?
Yes.
Everybody, page 32, 33. Student's book. Student's book, page 32, 33. I want to paraphrase it again because the meaning can be more than one. Then we can discuss for the second one. Okay. First of all, catch within.
Yes.
Can you read the first verse?
You mean student book?
Student was page 33.
Yeah.
The first one.
Yeah.
I will discuss the meaning. We have already discussed the structure a little bit, but I want to discuss it again. Because the previous time we didn't do that, right?
You mean number 3A?
Mm. 3B, 3B.
Oh, yeah.
The C is finished.
Look
But
at
the B is not finished yet, right? The B is not finished yet. Only one question is finished. So I want to discuss that. Can you see?
Look at the rhymes.
No, not that one. I please look at the poem, the B.
You mean the B?
Page 33. Students learner's book. Page 33, the B.
You mean I need to read the poem? First line, right?
First stanza.
Yeah. On the road to the bay was the lake of Rush, where we bathed at time and chained in the bamboos. Now it is rather to stand and stay. How many roads we take that lands to nowhere. The alley overgrown, no meanings now but loose. Not
Bad
that
laws. Bad laws.
but lost. Not that how to pronounce it? Varitiver?
Huh?
Veritable. Veritable. Veritable.
Veritable.
Veritable gardens where when everything comes easy.
Mm. So the poet is talking about his childhood. So he used to bathe in the lake, and also where we bathe at times mean that when he was young, he used to take a bath in the lake near the bay, and he used to change the clothes in the bamboos. So it shows his childhood. He is talking about his childhood, right? Now it is rather to stand and say. it means that now he could not do such kind of things, and he could not. That is a sort of nature, right? Bamboos, lakes, but now the roads. How many roads we take that lead to nowhere? The alley overgrown, no meaning now, but lost. So in this stanza, you could see that the writer is talking about his childhood. At the same time, you could see it is rather to stand and now it is rather to stand and say. So it is for the current situation, right? And also, and the last one, the alley overgrown. So it means that no more nature, and then that situation, the situation in the past has changed. So he has lost the nature, it means. Now the veritable garden where everything comes easy. So this new landscape make, yeah, a new landscape makes him, how should I say, makes him feel painful. Things are changed. So when he was a child, he he could stay in the nature. He used to take a bath in the lake near the bay. He used to change the clothes in the bamboos. But now he could gaze. He could not do these. And also, because of the urbanization, urbanization.
Recording in progress.
Because of the urbanization, the alley overgrown, so there are some more roads, it means. So he has lost the nature. He has felt that the nature is lost, and it makes him feel painful. That is for the first one. The second one, I'll try my read.
And by the bay itself were cliffs with carved names, and a hut on the shore beside the Maori ovens. We raced boats from the banks of the Pumice Creek, or swam in those autumnal shallows, growing cold in amber water, riding the logs upstream and waiting for the taniwa.
By the bay itself was cliffs with carved names. So it is the nature too, right? The word that is related to nature, like cliff and carved names. So their names were carved there. It means, he and his friends used to write their names on the stones, on the cliff. It means like that. And ahead on the shore, beside the Maori ovens. You could not translate each and every one. The main thing is that he used to play near ahead on the shore beside the Maori ovens. He used to play there, it means. He raised boats. How did he play? He raised boats from the banks of the Pemex Creek. Yeah, he used to do it. And he used to swim in those autumnal shallows. He used to swim in the creeks, right, near the bay. So that is about his childhood. Growing coal in amber water, riding the logs. So up to that is about about the past. Upstream and waiting for the Tanifer. So the poet can clearly visualize the past. So he has described what he did in the past in that place. So the activities were quite related to the nature, because you could see the word like cliff, banks, creek. Yeah, upstream, such kinds of words are used. So second one is just the activities he did in the past. Okay, let's go to the last part. I just paraphrase it briefly. Okay, so now you read the last part.
So now I remember the bay and the little spiders on driftwood, so poisonous and quick. The curved cliff and the great outcrying surf, with currents round the rocks and the birds rising. 1,000 times an hour is torn across and burned for the sake of going on living. But I remember the bay that never was, and stand like stone and cannot turn away.
Now, the current situation. I remember the bay and the little spiders. The little spiders, yeah, I explained that it was quite poisonous and quick. It is direct meaning. And the underlying meaning, it may be modernity. Modernity, you know, being modern. That is called modernity. When you go back to your native town, the situation cannot be the same as your childhood. Got it? Now the tall buildings, there are some roads. Sometimes, you know, it is called urbanization. Things are becoming modern, and the buildings, the roads, so the nature can be lost. So in this case, the little spiders can be modernity. You can paraphrase it. Or another way, yeah, he could know that these spiders are poisonous, but he didn't know when he was young. It is one way. On driftwood, so poisonous and quick, the carved cliffs and the great outcrying surf. Outcrying, it means crying. Surf means wave. Yeah. Modernization, there are several pros and cons. There are some bad effects. It can destroy the culture. The people, it can destroy the culture, and the people, the need, The river cannot be the same as before. So it is called loss. With currents round the rocks and the birds rising. So outcrying surf, the carved cliffs, that is about his past, but they are lost. The carved cliffs, outcrying surf. So it means the nature is lost because of urbanization. And next one, 1,000 times an hour is torn across and bent for the sake of going on living. But I remember the bay that never was stand like stone. So it means that it is changing. It's not the same as the past because that never stand like stone. The picture of the sea is not the same as before. It has changed because of urbanization. Like, new streets, new buildings. So as it is not the same as before, and the poet has the mixture of happiness and sadness. Happiness about his past, but sadness, the nature is lost. That is the main idea of this poem. I have explained it to you about I have explained the paraphrasing, the translation of the poem, because I want to discuss number 4. So I want to start number 4. I let you read it in advance and think ahead for the answer. Number 4, in small groups, analyze the message and language of the poem in text 3B. And number 3B, you have already learned the irony. Number 4A is already finished. Jelena, could you please read out number 4A answer? We have already discussed that.
Yes. It suggests that it's better not to return to the place one spent time in childhood, since memory will bring disappointment.
The nature is lost, and the nature is lost because of the urbanization. The poet is disappointed for the loss of the nature. So you could see the irony. It's better not to go back to the native tongue. That is the irony. So we have already discussed A. Now I will go to B. List the emotions the persona is feeling. Emotion means feeling. The persona, the character. The character means the poet. In this poem, the character is the poet. So can you tell me the feeling? What kind of feeling it must be?
It's nostalgic. Counted
You
as
mean the nostalgia.
yeah.
But in this poem, the nostalgia is sweet or bitter?
I think the nostalgia was sweet, but now it's not.
About his childhood, it was sweet, but
Yes.
when the poet goes back to the native town, and some
It is not.
according to some words, he feels better. He feels better, right?
Yes.
And you could see that the feeling of nostalgia. Yes, that is correct. So everybody, for B, in your notebook concerning the feeling, what you can describe is that the feeling of nostalgia. You have already learned nostalgia in global. Do you remember?
Maybe.
Mm. About in that poem, you know, the poet is the woman.
Where I come from, that one.
Yeah, that one. So the feeling of nostalgia. Anything else? According to the attitude of the poet doesn't want to change a lot, doesn't like changing, but it is the nature, right? So the poet, the poet has the feeling of being trapped by the past. So the poet wants to keep things like the past, right? So what kind of feeling? The feeling of being trapped by the past. He doesn't like change. So it means that he is trapped by the past. Because of some changes, he has pain. He has felt that the nature is lost, something like that. So it means the feeling of being trapped by the past. Any other? Okay, so this is for number B. Persona, the poet, or the character. In this poem, the character. Everybody, number C. Pick out some phrases describing the water. I won't do the second part. I just want to show that because it's quite complicated. The phrases which describe the water. In the poem, can you find out the phrases which describe the poem, the water? The phrases are related to water. Let's see the first stanza. Can you see any phrase? Any phrase related to water?
Is it lake?
Lake is a word related to water, but I mean like a lake of rushes. Okay. A lake of rushes. Anything else?
P.
Hmm?
P-A-Y-P.
Or bay, the bay. Okay. What else? How about in the second one?
On the shore beside.
Huh? Come on, come on.
On the shore beside.
Oh,
Second.
on the shore. On the
From
shore.
the bank of Hammers Creek.
The banks of Hammock Creek. How about shallows? The water is shallow, right? Deep, shallow. So that word is also related to water. So autumnal shallows. How about next line? Growing cold in amber water. That is related to water too.
Upstream.
Hmm?
Upstream.
Upstream. How about next? How about next? Outcrying surf. You know, surf means wave. Wave. So it is related to water. Great outcrying surf.
Current.
Yeah, currents. With currents round the rocks. Currents round the rocks. You know the water currents? Everybody, do you know the water currents? Sumin, what is the meaning of water currents?
What? Can I tell it
Yeah, sure.
for GCSE?
Yes, you are right. So it is related to water. Okay, that's all. So these expressions are related to water, right? So I will discuss only this. Let's go to number D. What do you think the last four lines are saying? Okay, let's see the last four lines. 1,000 times an hour is torn across and burned for the sake of going on living. But I remember the bay that never was and stand like stone and cannot turn away. So can we stay in the past? Everybody, you know, things are going on. Sometimes we have to we have to neglect the things that happened in the past. So that way to continue life, right? We could not stay in the past. The message is that. So for that one, the summary of the meaning of these four lines, it means that we should destroy memories. Destroy memories in order to in order to continue alive. But I means the poet. That the poet will never be able to forget the bay that he was familiar when he was that he that lives in his mind. Because it that way. That is the meaning of the 4 lines. We should destroy memories in order to continue alive, but the poet will never be able to forget the bay that lives in his mind. So we could not forget the birthplace, right? That is quite similar. The message is quite similar. But sometimes we could not stay in the past. That is the message. I want to compare 3A and 3B. Everybody, I will go to number E, first bullet point. Compare the descriptions of the sea in 3A and 3B. Hello, can I erase it? Finished? This one finished? I want to erase.
Yes.
Okay. We are going slowly. And compare the description of the sea in test 3A and 3B. Okay, you have already discussed the sea and the bay. So could you please tell me about the sea? What is the first story, the first poem about? I'm doing this one. Compare the descriptions of the sea in text 3A and B. So the first poem, it means the sea. What does it describe? Please look at it. That's the poet describe that the sea is always the same or changing its mood?
Changing its mood.
Yeah, change it. In the first poem, you could see that the sea is changing its mood according to the season and the weather, right? According to the season or the weather. You can see that. That is about the first poem. So the first poem depicts that. Depicts means show. Shows. The mood of the sea is changing. According to the weather, because you could see like when the night wind rolls on quiet days in May or June, right? So according to the weather, according to the time, the mood of the sea is changing. That is the main one. Or you can put the weather. How about the second one? Whereas the second poem, the second one, how about in the second one? What does it say? Look at the last one. The bay that never was and stand like stone and cannot turn away. Cannot turn away. Can you think of the message of the second one? In the second poem, what did you know? Huh?
What are you talking about? Like the second point of the thing that you mentioned? Which
Yeah.
one?
I'm comparing the first one and the second one. The first poem is about the sea. The second one is about the bay. But in the second poem, what could you learn about the sea?
I think there were so many memories.
Mm-hmm. The second poem describes. How about the others? Any different? Only the memory. The memory is not wrong. It is correct. So in the second poem, the poet focuses on the memories. So I will write down the memories. Related to. Bay means sort of sea, right? Mm. This one depicts that the mood of the sea is changing according to the weather. Whereas the second one means the second one describes the memories related to the sea. I won't discuss the rest, only the comparison between the two poems.
Are we comparing the second poem and the last poem?
The first poem is the sea, the second poem is the bay. Yeah, I'm doing that. That's why I use whereas.
I think the first poem contains a lot of stuff, like, how can I say, the tree and the road. But in the second poem, there is less trees and those kind of things. The first poem tells about the nature of trees more than the second poem.
Trees. But I think in the main idea of the first poem is about the mood of the sea, right? The movement of
Yes.
the sea. You could see, depending on the weather, the situation, the time, the sea can make sounds in different ways. The sea does differently according to the weather. So, for example, like in May and June, on quiet days, when even the grasses on the June play no more than they are ready June.
Oh,
It is that
yes.
it falls, so it means about the movement, right? About the movement of
Yes.
water, depending on the weather. So that is the main idea. So I just actually, if you describe, there would maybe more than one if you go detail, but I won't go detail. I just want only the key. Overall, is the mood of the sea is changing according to the weather, right? And the second poem, what is the main one? Yeah, you could see the memories, as you mentioned. It is correct. Describes the memories related to the seas, right? So that is the comparison for the two poems. In the second one, actually, the structure is not that distant. The first one is more vivid. There are many figurative languages, right? And there are many figurative expressions. But in the second one, there are some. But the structure is not, the discussion for the structure is not that necessary. But for the knowledge, I will discuss. Let's discuss the structure. You know structure? We have to find out the figure of speech or alliteration, blah, blah, blah. The things that I taught you yesterday. All right. In the first stanza, let's talk about the figures of speech. Can you find any figures of speech? Simile, metaphor, hyperbole, personification, onomatopoeia, and also what else? Oh, assonance, consonances, and also alliteration. Only the first part. Please check quickly. There are a lot. How about the second line, everybody? Where we? What is where we?
Illustration.
Yes. Underline alliteration. That there are a lot. And another point that I want to focus is nowhere. Why do you think the writer use capital letter there? In general, nowhere we have to write a small letter, right? If you are asked, why do you think the writer is using it in capital letter? So how will you say?
Maybe you want to emphasize that.
That, yes, of course. So that is the common reason, right? The poem wants to put the emphasis on this sense of the word. Anything else? Any other?
Stand and see.
Hmm?
Stand and see.
Yes, correct. Everybody here? Stand and say, what is that? Two men.
Alliteration.
Yeah, alliteration. Okay, how about the second one? Everybody move to second one. There and a lot.
By the way.
Huh? How about the first one? By the bay. Yes. Okay. By the bay. Anything else?
Cliff with carved.
Yes. Cliffs with carved. They are also called consonants. Consonant sounds. I will show you. They are also called consonants. We can call consonants. Consonants are but, ka. They are consonants, right? Not vowels. So we could say consonants, and you could say alliteration. And what else? Everybody, what else? What? And go on. How about the third line? How about the third line?
Boat from the bank.
Yes. Boats from the banks. Yes, you are right. Okay, they are called consonants or alliteration, right? Why do I say consonants? Because vowel sound, ba, ba, ka, ka, ba, ba. That is why. How about the last part? What do you see? Any other figurative language?
Of crying soft. Is it personification?
Yes, you are right. Because the soft means wave, but crying. So who can cry? Only the living thing can cry, right? So our crying soft is personification. How about in the first one? First line. Just for knowledge, there are a lot for figurative language. The first line. Hello, the first line. There is one thing. When I paraphrased the poem, I explained that, it can be compared with the modernity. The little spiders, you can translate it directly, or you can use it as a metaphor. I remember the bay and the little spiders on driftwood, so poisonous and quick. It may be like the modern lifestyle or the urbanization has some risks. We could not say that all are good. There are more buildings, there are more roads, but there are some disadvantages too. So the little spider. So There may be two ways. If you use it directly, it is not a metaphor. But if you think that it is the modernization and the writer is feeling sad or because the nature is lost because of urbanization, then it will be modernity. So the little spider is metaphor, not the real spider. Metaphor, it means modernization, which is quite risky.
Paraphrasing.
The little spider is also poisonous. Modernity or the urbanization is quite risky. So it is a sort of metaphor. Anything else? There's someone is saying something. Say louder, I can't hear you clearly.
Paraphrasing.
Oh, what is that? The birds rising?
Oh, yes. Onomatopoeia.
No. That is not the sound. Rising is not sound. Everybody, 1,000 times an hour is torn across. 1,000 times.
Hyperbole.
Yes, correct. It means many times only, right? So it must be hyperbole. How about the last part?
Stand like stone.
Stand like stone.
Yes, what is that?
Simile.
Simile, of course. Stand like stone, so it is the comparison, simile. Correct. Okay. Concerning the rhyming words, could you see? Can we say that it is a rhyme poem? I won't go detail, just check whether it is a rhyme poem or not. It is very obvious. Look at the last word. Regular rhyme. Can you see the regular rhyme?
No.
No. So the rhyming pattern is quite irregular, right? So you could say that the rhyming pattern, that is another point for this poem. The irregular rhyming. The irregular rhyming poem. Got it? So concerning the structure, that's all. The rest are not that obvious. Actually, this poem focuses on the content. Finished, everyone? Come on. We must go quickly.
Yes, finished.
Now I will go to next one. Everybody, let's continue next. I will skip this. I will go to this one. Haiku, the poem. First of all, before we discuss what haiku is, everybody look at text 3C. I will let you recite this poem. Who will do it? the new one. Kevin, haiku.
The hidden pound, hidden pound, a fat frog, plot like a stone into the water. Magical water, transparent, chameleon, coloring the wall.
Read again.
At the hidden pond, magical waters, at fat frog plop like a strong, transparent chameleon into the water, chameleon in transparent chameleon into the water, coloring the wall.
Coloring the wall. Okay, so before we discuss about the poem, why do we call haiku? It is a kind of poem, Japanese poem. Okay, so I will let you read about haiku this time. So you don't read. A haiku is a
Haiku is a descriptive poem in the Japanese tradition, which consists of 3 lines in a pattern of 5 syllables. The final line brings together the 2 images in lines 1 and 2. Often there is a word to indicate which season the poem is set in.
I have underlined the key points. It is a descriptive poem. Consists of 3 lines. In one stanza, there are 3 lines. The pattern is 5-7-5. Often, not always, often there is a word to indicate which season. So, mostly about the nature. Yes, go to next paragraph. Either line, read. The aim is
Capture simply
an intense moment,
an intense moment in nature or define a
natural phenomenon, figuratively
using the power of
description.
describing a haiku sound need to explanation as
No explanation as the essence.
or image speak for the feeling.
Yeah, the main focus is about the nature. The main focus is about the nature. I won't let you read the third part because it is not about haiku. It is the different one. So you have got knowledge. It is a kind of descriptive poem in the Japanese tradition. Consists of 3 lines in a pattern of 5-7-5 syllables. We will discuss that. It is about nature. Syllables, you know, beats. For example, everybody hidden in the first one, hidden. How many syllables? Hidden.
2.
Hidden. Hidden. How many syllables?
3.
Yeah, Amjama, you are right. Say.
Is it 2 syllables?
2 syllables. 2 beats, 2 syllables. Hidden, right? 2 syllables. How about pond?
1.
1 syllable. Haiku.
2.
2 syllables. Okay. Water. Water.
2 syllables.
Water. Here, into the water. So water. 2 syllables, right? So I will show you. Everybody look at the share screen. How to count the syllables. How to count the syllables. It says like 5-7-5, right? The first line 5, The second 7. The third one 5. Okay, let's see this haiku poem. At. It's wrong. It's so big. At. How many syllables?
1,
There. How many syllables?
1,
1,
Hidden. How many syllables?
2,
2,
2,
Haunt. How many syllables?
1,
1,
1,
So how? Everybody look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many syllables in the first line?
5.
5. That is called 5. Got it? Got it? Do you understand the syllables?
yes,
Okay, let's go to the second one. We will check whether it is a real haiku or not. What is that? A far, that is one syllable, right? Far, 1. Rock, 1 beat only. Rock, blocks, blocks, sorry, not blocks, only 1. Like, only 1. 1. Stone, 1. So altogether, how many?
7.
7,
7. How about the third one? Into. Hello? Say
2,
2. There.
1,
Water.
2.
2,
So how many syllables?
5.
5. That is why we say 5, 7, 5 syllables. 5, 7, 5 syllables in one stanza. That is called haiku. Okay, got it? Now I will move to the second one. I will show you how to count. Magical. Everybody, how many?
3,
3,
Magical. 3. Water.
2,
2,
So all together,
5,
5. Yes. Okay, let's count the second one. How about transparent? Transparent.
3,
Transparent. How many?
3,
3. Transparent. Transparent. 3. How about chameleon? Chameleon.
3,
Chameleon.
4.
4. So all together,
7.
7,
that is called 7. Okay. Let's go to the last part. Can I erase it? It is so complicated and messy. How about the last one? Coloring. How many?
3.
3,
3. How about there?
1.
1. 1. So all together,
5,
5. That is 5. Yes, so it is correct. Haiku. So here, it is just for knowledge, and you must know what haiku is. What kind of poem is a haiku? So we have already discussed here. You can give the answer here. This one. That is the answer for haiku. Got it? This is for the first answer. What kind of poem is a haiku? So Kevin, can you repeat? How will you answer for that? What is a haiku?
Five.
Huh? Say properly. In 4 sentences. A haiku is a... Come on. Descriptive poem.
A descriptive poem in Japanese tradition will consist of 3 lines and 5 syllables.
Read carefully. Traditions. What are you reading? Not tradition. Okay, let's go to number 2. That is the answer for the first one. And I will discuss only 2 questions for haiku. How many syllables does it contain and how are they divided between the lines? So Yitong, how will you say? How many syllables does it contain? First line contains?
5 syllables.
Yes, say. First line contains?
First line
First
contains
line contains 5 syllables,
5
comma.
syllables.
The second
And second line contains 7 syllables, and the last line contains 5 syllables.
Yeah, that way you have to answer. Everybody, can you follow? I'm going through because I need to continue another one. That's all. Concerning haiku, that's all. It is about the nature mostly. And wapo, I will do that when we do wapo. So concerning haiku, just learn that. Let's go to text 3D, a drink of water. Everybody, I will mainly discuss the use of semicircle. You know semicircle? Hello? Are you finished? What are you writing? Still writing. Then they are not finished. Concerning haiku, is it finished?
Yes.
Can I continue? Okay.
Yes.
I want to go to the main part. A drink of water. Here, you are given the test. I will mainly focus on this one for this test. The use of semicycle, because you can be asked that. Here, circle the semicolons. Sorry, the semicolons. Decide what purpose they serve. So the purpose of using semicolons. And I will discuss the difference between a semicolon and a full stop or a comma. So it is something concerned with punctuation. Punctuation. Okay. What I want you to do is, I want you to read semicolons. First of all, I want you to read the theory first. I want you to read the theory. This one, could you please read as you would expect? This one, could you please read semicolons?
As you would expect, semicolons are stronger than commas and less stronger than full stop. They have the same function as full stop to show where the sentence ends, but they don't apply capitalism.
The letter. Okay, wait. So it is the same as full stop. The thing is, but the difference is that Semicolons do not require a capital letter. After the first sentence, you don't need to change capital letter for the second one. The function is the same as full stop. Got it? This one, go on reading. They suggest that
they suggest that there is a strong link in contrast between the two sentences they connect, and that therefore a full stop would be too definite.
A full stop would be too definite. Go on.
Often the sentences joined by the semicolon are balanced in their construction. See the last sentence in the inactive
Make paragraph of text 3D.
paragraph of text 3D on at least one of the two sentences is short. The comma could not be used instead of a semicolon because a comma requires a conjunctive and a semicolon doesn't.
Okay,
For example,
wait. Here, the difference between comma and semicolon. Comma could not be used instead of semicolon. You must know that. Why? A comma requires a conjunctive. Conjunctive, linking word. Like when, before, after, if. So a comma needs a conjunctive, but a semicolon doesn't need a conjunctive. For example, the river was dry. One sentence. They had no rain, or the river was dry because there had been no rain. Yeah, sentences. There had been no rain. That is another sentence. If you use semicolon, here, two sentences are joined with only semicolon. And the second word, here, semicolon. Two sentences are joined with semicolon. That is all. No conjunction. And the beginning of the second sentence is small letter, not capital. But for comma, if you want to put comma, the river was dry. Here is comma. You put comma because. So it means that you need conjunctive. Conjunctive means conjunction, linking word. You need to put linking word. There had been no rain, like that. Okay, the last part, I read.
Semicolons are not used as often as either full stops or commas, but try to include in each of the pieces of writing, if appropriate, to show your ability to use a range of punctuation.
It is a sort of punctuation, so if necessary, you can use semicolon properly. Okay, so you know the difference between full stop and semicolon, and also commas and semicolon. A drink of water. Everybody, please circle semicolon. Everybody look at the first one. Suyati, can you see any semicolon? In the first paragraph? Yes or no?
No.
No. How about the second one?
Yes.
Where is it?
But each day was the same.
Semicolon. So actually there must be full stop, right? So you put semicolon, then the next sentence is small letter. The sun is small letter. Anything else? Any other? That's all right. Okay, let's go to the third one. Vanessa, could you please tell me the semicolon?
I don't see in the first line.
You could not find any semicolon in this paragraph, you mean? How about
No,
next?
I mean only first line.
Only first line. In the tiny village of Las Lomas, somewhere in the field, a cow mooed mournfully. That is comma, sniffing around for a bit of grain in the cracked egg. That is for comma. There is no.
I mean I don't see.
Yeah. How about next? Delida.
Yeah, the second last line after the village.
Yeah, up. Yeah.
Yeah, after any waters in the
After
village.
in the village. Oh, yeah, okay. In the village, right? So there was scarcely any water in the village, one sentence. The river was dry with scummy mud. That is one sentence. So two sentences are joined with only semicolon instead of full stop. How about next one? Sume.
After the sky grew black, they see. After black, and after stronger. In the paragraph.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And after stronger.
Oh, yes, stronger. Yeah, right?
Yes. And also after them, between them and perhaps.
Oh, yeah. Is that? It is not semicolon, only full stop. Because look at, perhaps it's in capital letter.
No. After between with them and perhaps.
Oh, yeah, I have seen. The last one. Yes. Perhaps it's small letter. Okay, let's continue next. The last one. Sinamyo, do you see any semicolon?
No, that's it.
No. Yes. So you have already read about the difference between comma, full stop, and semicolon. Semicolon. And next one is why. Everybody here, instead of putting full stop, we put semicolon, right? So I would like to discuss only this point. Why? Yeah, the question says, what purpose they serve? Why? Why do you think we use semicolon instead of full stop? Which one is more serious? I will give you prompts. Which one is more serious? Full stop or semicolon? Recently you read it. And you don't remember? You read it. Which one is more serious? Yes, somebody has already answered. Full stop is more serious. So we put semicolon. Why? To be less definite. Everybody write to be less definite. I couldn't write it. So the purpose will be to be less definite, less exact, it means. That is the point. And also another one is that two sentences that are joined are quite closely related. Doesn't need to be separated with full stop. So the two sentences are closely related. These are the key points. Full stop is more serious, but the use of semicolon is to be less definite. And oh yeah, because of instead of and you can say because the two sentences are closely related. Got it? That's all. Actually, it's not that important. But concerning punctuation, I teach you because we are going to do exercise. Everybody, for tomorrow, please read ahead. Twice spend 20 years at sea. Read ahead. Try to understand the new words. I will go a bit quickly. And next, page 42, walking sharks, leatherback turtles, and also text 3G. Page 43, read ahead. And the last one, 44, 45, reading. Read ahead. Do you know what to do?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so for what some exercises, if I let you do it at home, you cannot do. That is one. I don't give you homework. Wait, just read ahead. Tomorrow, I will continue reading, right? That's all. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye, teacher.
Bye-bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye,
Thank you, teacher.
Bye-bye. My laptop is... Bye-bye. See you. Yeah, go. You can go. My laptop is working slowly. That is one.